to Sydney, Mike. We landed in Sydney and made it just in time to catch the unique display that the city would be showcasing. I'm a food anchor, not a speed walker. I have to reach in 19 minutes. According to the maps, it's a 21-minute walk. Watch.
Most roads are closed to traffic during this festival, and we were hoping to reach in the nick of time for this majestic light show.
We've been running for 20 whole minutes to get here before the lights come on. The lights better not come on now until we get there. Oh, there it goes. It's truly amazing to see an entire city transforming itself in a myriad of lights. I think we need something like this back home during Diwali rather than the noisy and polluting fireworks. Think about it, guys.
And wasn't that run worth it? 2.5 kilometers of full speed pelting it. But at least we got to see just as that whole thing went up, man.
It's absolutely beautiful here. But I think people come from all over the world to see this here. It's absolutely stunning. I thought it was only going to be the Opera House. I didn't realize the whole city is lit up like this.
Bridge at the back is lit up, and they're going to have all these art and light installations all over the city.
Oh, it's spectacular here. This is like a festive season in Sydney. For 15 days, it's a party because all the roads are closed. People can't get from one place to the other, and everybody is coming here to look at these lights just to celebrate life here. So beautiful. This is very special. Mr. Ignatius Jones, the creative director of Vivid. Thank you so much for meeting us, sir.
Absolute pleasure.
I'm Rocky. That's Mayur.
Thank you very
How
much.
are you, Mayur? Rocky?
Did you ever believe that what you do is going to set the whole world into festive mode all of a sudden?
I suppose it's more of a case of hoping than believing.
Right.
And so far, you know, it's worked.
I think the whole character of the city just blossoms when the Vivid comes on.
Well, absolutely. And Vivid is, you know, it's Vivid Sydney, but it is very, very Sydney. Sydney's Australia's party town.
Right.
But it's also our creative town. You know, we don't party till we've done the work. And then when we do party, we work hard at it.
Thank you very, very much for
My
your time.
pleasure.
And thank you for giving this to the world to see. Beautiful.
And lots of power and more imagination and creativity to the entire team.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, pleasure.
Our keen olfactory senses led us to this lovely donut van.
Hello.
Oh, hi, how are you?
How are you? Good. Very
Beautiful
well.
day.
This is the famous berry donut
Yes,
van.
you got the right place.
Oh my God. Okay, lovely.
Good spotting, man.
Yeah.
We were driving past and we said, oh, look at that.
Yes.
So how many types of donuts do you guys have?
We just have a plain cinnamon.
Plain
Roll
cinnamon?
with cinnamon, yeah, fresh.
Wow, and you become that famous just
Yeah, we
doing the
cook it
plain
fresh.
cinnamon? Fantastic. So let's get a dozen. Can we get a dozen to
Yeah,
start
no
with?
worries.
And coffee, please.
Yes, what kind of coffee would you like?
I'd like a large flat white and no sugar.
No sugar.
And could I get the ginger beer, please?
Yes, sure.
Wow.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you, have a nice day. Yeah,
One sugar.
Remember the boss one?
one sugar.
Yep.
Best of luck. It's a little hot. Oh my God.
Not too sweet also, just that nice
Is that cappuccino?
bite of cinnamon.
Yep.
Wow, that's hot. So what's special about that donut? Tell me.
Crisp on the outside, nice and soft on the inside. I like the fact that it's not super sweet. And that dusting of cinnamon on the top. The little burn, I like that. What do you think?
I'm a donut expert. I really am. I make really good donuts. This, I have to say though, is better than the one I make. The dough in the middle is really soft and spongy. And on the edges it's crisp and there's great separation. So what happens when you have a high gluten in the wheat? As it's baking, the sugars rise so they separate the crust from the main body. So you get this beautiful result. And then you just roll it in sugar and cinnamon here, which toasts because it's so hot. How much do I know about donuts, huh?
You basically said the same thing that I said. Crisp on the outside, soft on the inside, it's hot. Nice burn of cinnamon.
Science ki baat hoti hai, sir. I get a science behind it. What do you call a donut in America?
A donut.
Bear sign.
Bear sign?
Bear sign.
Bear sign? I thought the bear sign was that pretzel that's called the bear sign.
Donut.
Are you sure? I thought the whole deal was about American cops are famous for being like eating lots of donuts.
Yeah.
Coffee and donuts. They don't say bear sign and coffee. हम नहीं मानते. Prove it.
Donut khana hai?
चल तू इतना बोल ही रहा तो खा लेता.
What is it called in America?
Donut.
No.
क्या ये कर रहा है?
खाना है कि नहीं?
तू भाई prove कर पहले.
तू पहले खाना तो बता.
मैं नहीं खाऊंगा.
Donut?
मैं भी giant treat factory जा रहा हूँ. मैं वहाँ खाऊंगा.
If you say bear sign, I'll give you a donut.
You know when you walk into a jungle
Huh?
and you see like claws on a tree, you say, "Oh my God, there's bear sign." अब तो दे दे यार donut. Bear sign बोल दिया. Thank you.
We missed an actual bear sign with a typo right behind us. Anyway, our drive was going to get just better as we headed to this magical place called the Treat Factory.
The treat factory. कितना मजा आएगा?
Oh, treat us, treat us. All I know is there's a treat inside. Are you ready?
Ready.
Dive in. 1, 2, 3. You've driven and I've gone to heaven. Look at this. Okay, listen. I think this is more than bitten off more than we can chew. So आधे उधर जाओ, आधे इधर जाओ और बाकी मेरे पीछे आओ. That way.
Okay.
Wait, I'm finding things. Still discovering. These look nice. Hello, hi.
Hello, how are you?
This is a fabulous place. Is this yours?
Thank you very much. This isn't my place. These are our haystacks we make here. Lovely. This lady recommended them as well.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. You having a good look around?
I'm going to get them. Yes, I'm Rocky, by the way.
Leon.
Leon.
Good to meet you, Rocky.
What a fantastic idea.
is.
The Treat Factory. How did you come up with that?
Well, that's what you do when you sell treats. You call it the Treat Factory.
Wow. And it's always been called the Treat Factory.
It's always been called the Treat Factory, and it just grows year after year. We make more and more things, and the people keep coming. Yeah?
Well, that is fabulous. Now, since there aren't too many people around right now,
Yeah.
and I know you're going to get busy very soon, do you mind taking me for a walk?
It'd be my pleasure.
Because I'm a foreigner, I don't really know any of these things. All I know is I want a pack of this. and one of these.
I'll have to get you a basket for sure.
Well, absolutely. Let me get one. Okay, super.
We're
Check
making
this
some
out.
chocolate here at the moment. Would you like me to show you through into that chocolate making area?
Oh, yeah. Are you guys making chocolate?
Come through.
Let me call my friend. Hey, that's me.
Leon.
Hi, Leon. I'm going to hold on. Don't touch my brittle eel.
They're making chocolate. Follow me. Ooh. Oh, can we head there to the colorful side of the shop?
Oh, there's plenty here to choose from.
I know. But this side is way more colorful. Look how pretty that is.
Oh, nougat.
yeah.
Orange balls.
That's sweet too.
That just sounds delicious too.
I know.
And it's red and pretty.
Whatever we buy, we have to eat, okay?
Oh, no.
So hurry up, we only have another half an hour to fill up this basket.
Life is getting hard.
Licorice.
Licorice.
You like licorice?
Not only tastes good, it's good for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into sensory overload. Soon you'll see me lying on the floor going like this because...
Too much sugar.
And just too much visuals of sugar also. Oh my God, look at that. I love chocolate.
This is like the evil witch's cottage, which is made of candy. Once kids get in, they can't get out. Does that happen?
Oh, we lock the door on them all the time.
No, but do kids actually come in here to be dragged out by their mothers screaming?
No, they're all right, yeah. Actually, the smells often drive them out. See, the children don't like these strong pickle smells that you can smell now.
Well, you should see what's going to happen right now. I'm going to try and pull him out, and he's not going to want to leave. Are you ready to go?
It's adult flavours.
Are you ready to go? See what I mean?
Hello, guys. I'll just show you the production area now. This
Wow.
is down here.
This is where all the magic happens,
This
is
is
it?
magic happens.
Ooh, what a smell. What's happening?
That's pickles we're making down there. You can see all the steam coming out. That's cooking up some mustard pickles.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. So now this is savory stuff. This smells almost like pickle or chutney.
Well, it is pickles and chutney. I'll just get that one going for you.
Oh, look, smell this, smell this.
That's
smell
mustard
this.
pickle, that one. What's this one here? That's tomato relish.
Oh.
That's incredibly good. Oh.
So when we just get all the tomatoes, all the fresh vegetables, chop them up and put the spices and sugar and onions and cook it up. Beautiful.
Super. Got a fresh batch of chocolate coming up here.
We're making some Rocky Road now. This is
wow.
Chef Robert.
Hi, Robert.
He'll show you how it's all done.
I'm Rocky.
Hi, Mayur. Are you the one making all this? Oh, those hands. Watching and tasting a fresh batch of chocolate is sheer poetry.
Rocky and Mayur was here, and I met them, and I showed them all around the factory here. We were making some Rocky Road, so I went and showed them how that was done, and they had a taste at that. And then I went and showed them the pickles we were making down the bottom, so they had a look at the pickles we were making, and they were very excited to be here and have a look at all around the place. We wish Rocky and Mayur all the best with their Australian tour, and we'd love to see them back here in Australia once more.
With our hands, hearts, and bellies full of confectionaries, we somehow managed to leave this wonderful factory.
Ah, this is the life.
So stand-up paddleboarding has been going in Australia pretty well. It's been getting much bigger and bigger every year. There's a lot of people now on the flatter water taking up the sport. It's a fantastic sport for fitness. It works your core, keeps you very, very active in your legs and everything like that. So fabulous sport all around. So I got a call the other day telling me that Rocky and Mayur were coming to Australia, Sydney. I was like, wow, you're joking. And they were like, we'd love you to come and train them how to do some basics in supping. I was like, that's fantastic. I'll be there. And I thought, maybe I'll surprise them. They won't even know about it. So I came down to Rose Bay and I surprised Rocky and Mayur. They were standing there looking over at the beautiful shore of Rose Bay and very surprised to see me, as I was surprised to see them down here in Sydney.
It's quite peaceful here early. Yeah? I love the fact there are so many people running and cycling and jogging. And,
Healthy, eh? Kafi Australians.
yeah.
It looks like nature's taken a cue from vivid Sydney. Kabhi sun, kabhi shade, kabhi kuch, kabhi kuch.
So what do you wear dark glasses or not wear dark glasses? Well,
Don't wear dark glasses and talk to everybody like Clint Eastwood.
I can tell you we're inappropriately dressed. That's cold.
Thanda hai.
Hello?
Thanda to hai. Thanda to hai. I got an idea. Let's forget the paddle boarding. Let's build sandcastles.
Hey guys.
The dry patch.
Hey,
How's it
good to
going?
see ya.
Morning.
You're on time.
How's it going?
I think I'm late.
Yeah, we're thinking we have a new plan.
Yeah.
We're going to forget whatever we're going to do and we're just going to stay out of the water and build sandcastles.
Oh, that's good. All right, but I don't know. I think it could be good if we get on top of the water a
Okay.
little bit and do a
Okay.
little bit of paddling.
Okay.
How are you
That's
guys?
us. We're always on time. We
Yeah.
always go by the plan.
Oh,
We're your typical Indians.
Very good. So we took a few moments and we did a little briefing. I explained to them a little bit about the technique of paddleboarding, using the paddle and how we use that in the sport, and also on how to get up on the board before you enter the water, because it's not as easy as it looks. So we started off basically on our knees, on the sand, and then from that, you know, how we would stand up and things. And then from that, we got into the water. So the guys were a little fearful when they saw the water conditions down here, thinking it might be a little cold, but when they got there, they were like, yeah, it's not too bad. So we got into the water. They slowly got out there and got onto their knees and started paddling. And Rocky was looking a little bit fearful that he might tip in a little bit, so he was being a little cautious, where Mayur was getting right into it and enjoying it. Both of them had big smiles on their faces. You could see they were enjoying it. And then from that, we asked them to stand up to see how they would do. And then Mayur got up. And once again, a little bit cautious on getting up, but once he was up, he looked like a pillar of strength on that board. He was doing pretty well. And then we paddled around a little bit, and they were doing really good. Rocky decided that he wanted to go in, so Mayur and I just paddled around, and then I decided to maybe we'll do a few little tricks with Mayur, see how he is with his balance, because he was still dry. And I thought, well, might as well try to get him wet. So we're standing there and told him how to bunny hop on the board so as to move around. And he was doing that pretty well. And then we thought that we might do what's like 360s on the board, where you get on the back of the board, the nose comes up a little bit, and then you get the board to spin around. And on the first attempt, he was a little bit shaky, and eventually he did go into the water, but he was quick to get back on the board. And with a smile, he was like, I'm trying that again. He did it the second time, and then he did it great, like a pro, right around and things like that. But I do think he did fall off again, didn't he? Anyway, he was able to do that a couple times, and then he was enjoying it and just wanted to keep on paddling. So we had a great day, and I was really, very happy to be able to spend time with Rocky and Mayur and show them how to do some paddle boarding, and I wish them the best of luck on their travels through Australia. It's a fabulous country, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy it.
So good, yeah. Dogs, kids, a nice clean beach, clean water. It's a lovely way to spend a day in.